Hello, I'm Kenna Bradford, the Director of the Intermediate Program here at Butler Montessori. The Intermediate Program covers 7th and 8th grade students.
And I'm Emma Rodwin, the Humanities and Language Arts teacher for the Intermediate Program. One thing that makes our program really special is how we make an effort to engage the students here. I think in traditional middle schools, sometimes you find that there is somewhat of an apathy and a lack of love of learning, which is something that has been fostered in Montessori children since the time that they're very little. Maria Montessori knew that in the third plane of development, which is ages 12 to 18, you might see your child's intellectual capacity decrease a little bit. You know, they were that super industrious hard worker in the elementary, and then they get to be a teenager and you're like, what? Where did it go? And she knew that a very special program had to be designed for the adolescent. And in her vision, the adolescent was a young adult. They were just beginning their journey as an adult. And so she imagined that what the adolescent really needed was an entry point into adult society. They really needed to be in a very social environment where they could understand what it means to be an adult, and also an environment that teaches real life skills. You know, what do adults in society do? Well, they work. So that's what we do here. We work. We have a farm here with chickens and gardens and a greenhouse and a grow room and a weekly farmer's market where we sell our produce to the community, and everything is driven by the students. They are the ones who pick the produce, wash the produce, market it, sell it, and put it all into our thriving microeconomy.
And I think that even though we talk a lot about the microeconomy and the farm, and we center a lot of our work around there, as a science teacher, I try to take my curriculum and relate it back to the farm, whether I'm teaching a curriculum on water or photosynthesis or biodiversity, relate it back to our natural environment so they see the connection between an academic subject and what they live day in and day out. And I know at times there have been parents who've said, or even students who've said, well, you know, I don't want to be a farmer when I grow up, so I don't really think this program relates to me. That's not the goal of the program at all. I mean, if we get a farmer out of, say, 100 students, we'll be lucky. But certainly an appreciation for how the circle of life and the cycle of life works, from the chickens being killed by predators or dying, and what do you do about that, to raising plants. I forgot to water them, they all died. How does that affect me? How does that affect our community? Taking some responsibility for understanding how the world works outside of your own particular little family or social group, and the part you play in that. That's the goal. It's not to make you a farmer, but if nothing else, appreciate where your food comes from and what you can do to be a better ecological citizen going forward.